Hello, my ABT students. This is the second assignment in your project manual, and it says creating a letterhead using text boxes and grouped objects. So it says open the document called WEP letterhead, and I opened mine and I have saved it. So with my name, and I assume you'll do the same thing. So first of all, it says you'll now align and group the pictures. All right, so click on the picture, each picture individually. Check to see that you've got tight wrap on there. Okay, so I think there is. Just go and check. I'll check a couple here. That's tight. I'll check another one. It's tight. So I think they've all got tight, but I'm just making sure. And yes, they have. Okay, so that's good. All right, so now we want to use our shift key. Click on the first one, hold down your shift key, click on the second one, the third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. And the first thing we want to do is go to Picture Tools, Format. We want to go to Align, and this time we're going to align their tops, okay? Align their tops, and we'll trim off the bottoms if we need to later. All right, and now we want to, okay, you've aligned their tops, and now we want to bring them closer together. So click off here and pull this so that they're touching, and then pull this one so they're touching, and here and here. Okay, so now one more time I'm going to say to you I see some white space there. Hold on here. So I'm going to come over a little bit, and I want to come over a bit. Okay, I don't think there's any white space now. So hold down the shift key, click on them here, and now one more time align their tops just to make sure we've got it perfect, because when I adjusted them there, maybe I didn't. And then we want to go to Group. Okay, so we've grouped it so that you can move them together wherever you want. Now, it asked us to click on the frame of the grouped pictures, and now it says in the Arrange group, and here's your Arrange group. Click on the drop-down arrow for the Position button. So here's our drop-down arrow for the Position button, and you are supposed to go to More Layout Options. And in the horizontal section, here in the horizontal section, it says click on Alignment. So here's your alignment, and it says Choose Centered. Choose Centered. And relative to the page. So not to the column, but to the page. All right, centered relative to the page. In the vertical section, it tells you to put in 0.5. Okay, so put in 0.5. It's going to be from the top. And below page. Below page. All right, so make sure you've got that. And now click OK. And so therefore you should see they'll be centered horizontally, and you've got them a ½ inch from the top, and that's what they always tell you to leave kind of as your margin for letterhead, which this eventually will be. All right, and so save your work. All right, so now we'll continue on, and what we're supposed to do now is draw a thin line across our page. So we're going to go to Insert, we're going to go to Shapes, and we are going to choose the Line tool up here. Now when you want to draw a perfectly straight line, hold down the Shift key, okay, hold down the Shift key and drag straight across. Okay, now they asked us to make the length of the line 6.5. So right now I got 6.13, so I'm going to put in 6.5 and press Enter. Okay, so my line is the right length. All right, and now once again we're going to go in the Arrange group, and we're going to go to the Position button. So click on your drop down and go to More Layout Options. And we want the horizontal alignment to be centered, so alignment, and we're going to center it, so choose centered, and we are going to choose relative to the page. So in other words, it's going to be centered horizontally, okay? And click OK to close that, and now you see your picture going straight, or your line going straight across. We will insert now a picture that I gave you, but you can go get a different picture if you want. Mine's called a global image, so I'm just going to go to Insert, Pictures, and I want to go to my Classes Drive, and I want to go to ABT, Project, and there's the global sun. All right, so I'm going to insert that. Now, it's quite large. It said change the shape, and note that it says 0.7 for the height. All right, so we're going to go here, and we're going to put in 0.7 and press enter. All right, so now we've got it. Note that the width went the same. The perspective is on, so that's okay. We'll leave it there. And set the text wrap in front of text. So let's go here. We want in front of text, so that if I want to put it on top of the line, I can put it on top of the line. All right. And then it says save your work, so I'm going to go Control S to save. And now we're going to create the worldwide event planning text next. So make sure that we haven't got anything selected. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Insert, and we're going to go to Textbox, and you're going to click on the drop down for text box, and we're going to say draw a text box. Okay, so go ahead and just draw the text box for the time being. We can size it and do all the things after. And now type in Worldwide Event Planning Incorporated. Okay, so I typed in my World Event Planning Incorporated, and I assume that you did too. All right, so it says for the size of the box, you're to make it high. The height is supposed to be 0.5. So put in 0.5, and then it said make it 6.0 long. Okay, so 6.0 long. All right, so there's our text box. And now it asked us to click on the border of your text box, which I've already got, and the text effects and typography. So go to your Home tab, and on the text effects and typography button, okay, it said choose a style that you like. So I don't know which one you like. It doesn't matter to me. Just choose one that you like, okay? Now it says make the font. Okay, so I want to make the font, and it said Palatino. So I'm going to put a P in here and get down to the P's. And then there it is right there, Palatino Lineotype. All right, and it asked you for 24 points. Okay, so we want 24 point size. Okay, that's good. And now, see, the bottom of my G is getting cut off. So I've got to pull this down a bit so that it doesn't get cut off. All right. And now put on bold and italics. Okay, so we're going to put on bold's already there. Put on italics. All right. And now in the font box, okay, we want to go to font here to the dialog box, launch your arrow. And it said turn on kerning. Okay. Now go to advanced here. And it says kerning for fonts that are 24 points and above. What that means is that, let's say you have an A and a W, they will squish them together to make more room, or a Y and an O, or an M and a W. They'll push them closer together, and they'll just do it automatically. So you don't need to worry about that. It'll be done for you. All right, so click OK here. And now click on the border of the text box, which we're still there. And we want to go to Format and Shape Outline. We don't want one. So say No Outline. All right. Okay, so now I need to position the text box as illustrated on the previous page. Okay, first of all, I'm going to move my line up. Okay, so I'm going to click on the line here, first of all, and I'm just going to nudge it up with my up arrow, okay? And then that way it's going to stay straight, and I'm just going to go up really close to the picture. Okay, so I'm just slightly below the picture. And then I've got this global sun, so I want to bring that in here. And note that that's just below the line. And now worldwide event planning is supposed to go up here so that it's kind of placed like that. And it looks like this is centered. Okay, so I centered it in the box, and I don't think my box needs to be that long because I've got no lines on it. So I'm going to size this box a little bit in here. I'll go in a little bit more. Okay, I still got room there. So now I'm going to pull it over just so that it lines up nicely under my pictures. Okay. Oh, now go to this sun and bring it to the front. Go to Format and bring it forward or bring it to the front. Okay, so now I've got my text box, I have got my picture, I've got my line, and everything's kind of lined up nicely. All right, go Control S to save. Now, on your text box, we were supposed to set the fill to nothing, so click on the frame, go to Format under Drawing Tools, and go to Shape Fill, and say No Fill. All right, so now you can see your picture, the whole thing, and I didn't really have to say bring it to the front, but it was a good experience for you. All right, and now it asked me to copy the blue line. So I'm going to go up to the blue line here. I'm going to, no, I'm on the thing. I'll click over here where it's easier to get. Okay, I'll click, and can you see your handles on the line? Go Control C, all right, to copy it, and then go Control V. And you're going to bring it down because we want it to be somewhere here below our picture. All right, and this one is supposed to have a weight of 1.5. So go to Drawing Tools, Format, go to Shape Outline, go to Weight, and choose 1.5. And I'm going to make it green instead of blue. So I'm going to go to Shape Outline and choose green instead of blue. But that's okay, you can choose what you wanted. Okay, I got the wrong green according to what's on my thing here, so I'm going to choose this green. And I think, you know what, this blue line, I'll leave it blue because then I can say go the blue line, go the green line, but you could make both yours green if you wanted to. All right, save your work. Okay, so that's all we wanted for the letterhead, except that, and I got to hurry here because I'm out of time, bring this up closer, okay, and also bring this box so that you're only taking the room that you actually need for the box, okay, so leave it about like that, and then I think you've got yours identical to what you should have. So we'll stop here, so save it, and then I'll continue on with the next one.